We are learning about to write our name. So here I have given my name as Divya and all are in capital. So you could even use lowercase letters, or you could write in cursive letters. It's all up to you. And here the first time that I have printed my name completely, Divya. And if you see later, I have given only one dash and other letters have been copied. So I'm asking the child to remember only the first letter of the word. So once we start remembering the first letter of the word and the others are printed, so we could read them together. And then the next time, once they master in remembering the first letter, so we ask them to remember the first two letters like D-I and then V-Y-A. Then D-I-V-Y-A. D-I-V-Y-A. And now by the time that the child practices multiple number of times, they might get to understand the name of theirs, and they might remember the spellings also. So then you could give them to write the name on their own. So do this activity. The child should be able to write their name every day on whatever work that they carry out. They have to leave their name. If they are not able to write their name, the parent or the teacher could write their name somewhere, and they could actually ask them to copy it. So when you begin, you always begin writing your name. So D-I-V-Y-A. You start writing your name on the worksheet that you have it, and then you follow. So this is something that we follow at school as well. The child is supposed to write their own name on their worksheets, and they should also be writing the date. So similarly, we also teach them to write the date. So you could show them a calendar, you could show them a calendar, or you could write a date, what is the date of today, and then they could follow the date along with that also. So this was one of the worksheet on writing your name. Thank you. Doing is for a dice word, and we have some words over here. So we need a dice for it. Say each time that you you dice it, you got number 2, so we can actually write and then start playing the game. So it was 1. So you read the word like so, and then you write so. Then again you dice it all together, it's 5. So in 5 we have me. So the child is learning the words to pronounce, to write at the same time they are actually playing a game. That this is 4, so they write 4 here. So this is for the sight words. So we had sight words, which is very commonly used in our day-to-day reading. So they are more important, so you can add on the number of sight words that you wanted to your list. And for conceptions, like when we are learning about number names, ordinal numbers, days of the day, days of the week, or months of the year, or when we learn colors, when we learn any spellings of any conceptions also, we could still work on the same game. So it's like, so you dice it, so you have 2, so you write the letter spelling of 2, TWO 2, and then you play the game, and then again it was 2, so you again do 2, and keep playing. So you could have multiple participants also, like you can play them together as a family, we can play them together as a game, but each one will have a respective worksheet at that time. Now since I got 5, so I will be writing a letter 5. So each time that somebody finishes it, you could say that they are the winners, or they completed the activity, and then you could move on. So likewise, we have encourage the child to write the letters or write the words a number of times without any pressure, or without the child hesitating to write these activities. About matching the lowercase letters in each row to the corresponding uppercase. Okay, so we will have to find the lowercase letter over here. So you have capital P, and you have A, B, P, and T. Now if you see, I have given some of the letters which are somewhere correlated to each other. They look similar sometimes, the formations look similar sometimes. So you have a straight line, and then you have a combinational curved like a stroke to make an alphabet. So I've used in combination with these, so that it becomes more easier for us to help the child to identify the differences of all of them. So we have P, so when we search we found P. Then L, so it's like L. Then B, then we're going to find out B. Then it's H, then we're going to find out H. R, find out R. T, find out T. N, find out N. So you could add on to almost all the letters. We could also have the same activity for words also. When I say words, when we use a combination of words like this, when we have a cat family words like this, we could also write other words like mat, then rat, and then cat. The child will have to find out like where cat is and then actually circle it. And I could also give like the UN family, any family can be given. So it's like bun, then run, then sun. So you need to find out where sun is and then add it up. So this necessarily need not be only for words. You could give them for number names also. Like if you have introduced number names of 1, 2 and 3 to kids, so you could add on like 1, 2 and 3. So where's 1? So find out and circle 1. Where is 2? So we could have 2, then 1 and 4 new words. So find out where is 2. So you could also do the same thing for your other letters. So this can be for your words, it could be for your letters, it could be for your number names, anything. Only thing is like we have to make sure that the child learns these letters. Each time you make them to do certain things, they have to also read it out. They got to read the words and then do an activity of what is required. Learning about the word pyramid. Now if you see there are some family words, like if you see this is 80 word, and we have the consonants like b, m, h and r. So we have to use these consonants and completely fill in the word. Since it is of 80 family and I have to take the first letter, so that it becomes so b and at, bat, m, at, mat, h and at, hat, r, at, rat. So we did the words of 80 family and then we could read them multiple times like bat, hat, mat, rat, bat, hat, mat, rat. And you could also give them dictations to write the letters or to write the words also. The next one is all about the EN family. Similarly, we can write from here, but you have to make sure that the child will go sequentially so that he or she will not miss out any letters. Like B and N is your ben, H N, hen, M N, men, T N, ten, P and N, pen. So now we do the next exercise of un family. S and an, sun, r an, run, b and an, bun. Then you have your g and un, gun. So this was your word pyramid exercise that we would be helping the child to read or write. Next, you can give them the list of letters, or you could ask them to draw, or you could ask them to color it, so all those possibilities can be a part of it. If you like the worksheets, please share your feedback in the comment section.